afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yarado Krikorian from the News Center in Damascus. Deputy Foreign and Expatriates Minister Dr. Faisal Al-Maqdad has handed the UN resident representative in Syria, Yaqub Al-Hilu, Canadian citizen Carl Sergei Cambo, working for the UNDOF, who was kidnapped by the armed terrorist groups in Khan Sheikh on the 17th of last February and was able to escape from them on the first day of Al-Eid. Dr. Maqdad affirmed that the Syrian government had spared no effort to get him released. He stressed that the events in Syria increase conviction in the UN role, which should be against terrorism and those behind it. In a press conference on the sideline of his talks with the Russian Foreign Ministry over the convention of the Geneva II Conference, Secretary General of the Popular Will Party, member of the Popular Front for Change and Liberation, Dr. Qadri Jamil, has said Syria has become very close to Geneva II and that an international consensus exists concerning the convention of the conference on the 23rd of next month. Jamil pointed out that there was no alternative to the Geneva II Conference in order to stop all forms of foreign intervention, launch the peace process, form a national unity government and stop the violence through halting the influx of terrorist funds and weapons from abroad into Syria. From Moscow, Deputy UN Secretary General for Political Affairs Jeffrey Feltman has expressed the international organization's appreciation for Russia's role in solving the chemical weapons issue and finding a solution to the crisis in Syria, as well as the agreements reached between Russia and the USA. He stressed that a positive development was realized in finding a peaceful solution to the crisis in Syria, pointing out that the UN, Russia and the USA were actively working to hold the Geneva International Conference on Syria. He added that a crucial point was the formation of the Syrian opposition delegation to the conference, which would comprise representatives of all Syrian political factions. Feltman said it was improbable for the opposition delegation to comprise extremist forces like Jabhat al-Nusra, pointing out that comprehensive representation would enhance the Syrians and the world's confidence in the possibility of finding political solutions. Feltman said Iran supported a political solution to the crisis on the basis of the Geneva Statement, affirming the importance of launching the political process, particularly regarding the formation of a transitional government as soon as possible. The Patriarch of Antioch and or the Orient for the Melkite Greek Catholic Church, Gregory III Laham, has affirmed that victory in Syria can be achieved through realizing peace in the country and holding the international conference in Geneva. At the start of his visit to London, Patriarch Laham said, "No one ever triumphs in war as peace is victory, and Syria triumphs only with peace. Therefore, we must all go to Geneva, including the Church," he affirmed. Minister of Social Affairs Dr. Kinda Shammat and the UN resident coordinator in Syria have inspected the situation of the displaced at the educational complex in Qudsiyya suburbs. The complex played a major role in offering assistance to the displaced, particularly during Al-Adha Eid. The Minister of Health has handed the Red Crescent a new shipment of medicines for tumor patients to be delivered to them free of charge. A similar shipment will be sent to the Governorate of Aleppo in the coming few days. Now to latest business and market news, but after a short break. Stay tuned.